Kia ora, everyone. So this is our Ford Transit 2007 for sale. Little video to help you guys see what you'd be buying, and just to make sure this lines up with what you need and what you want. So it's a diesel. Has fog lights. The reg is HDB174 if you wanted to look that up. Ford Transit. Use the key to pop the hood. Diesel, I'm not too sure what size engine, 2 liter or 2.2 liter, I'm not too sure. It is certified self-containment warrant until January 2029. Road user charge, we'll probably have to update those a little bit more because we'll probably run out. And yeah, that's it. Well, this here will be updated as well. We'll bring it all the way up to April. So overall, the van is in decent shape. You know, it's a 2007, so it certainly has a few little dings and things like that, but overall it's pretty good. Tires are in decent shape. Brakes work actually pretty well. Not much rust on it. A little spot here that you can maybe see. It's been sprayed with a bed liner that we have, at least in North America, and the hole underneath you can't really see, but the hole underneath is all sprayed, so there isn't much rust there. And the clearance is incredible on this van. Like, we've brought it on any kind of road and had zero problems. It's over a foot of clearance. Like, it is amazing. Which is about 30 centimeters. Oh, and these tires are mud and snow rated, and they're also LT, which means a light truck. It says right here, light truck, so which makes them a lot more durable, a lot tougher. They're like 10-ply tires, and they can take on the weight. We'll do the outside first, and then I'll show you the inside. On the top here, we see the rack, and really just the two first members are used to support the solar panel. It's a 195 watt panel. I'll talk about the electronics a bit more later. And then we have this awning, which when we bought the van, so we've only owned the van for a month and a bit now. So this awning was never used when we bought it, and so we use it a few times, and it's pretty sweet. Side door, just on this one side, no doors on the other side. This hook here allows you to open the rear door, which are like barn doors, and open it completely flat onto the side. I'll show you. Or if you don't want to do that, you can also just open them 90 degrees, and there's a hook that allows you to do that. It's a 350, which is like a full ton for the North Americans, which means it's pretty sturdy. It can take quite a bit of weight and will drive nicely even when loaded. These are the hooks that go onto the side when you open it completely. We've added a lock because we travel with pretty expensive mountain bikes, and we just wanted the added security. And it has a rear step that is maybe a little bit hard to see there with the sunlight and the shadow, but it just allows you to step in a bit nicer. So you open it up. So it's all finished in wood, as you can see. It's fully insulated on the inside. This is the hook. I'll show you using one hand. So you just hook it down, and then boom, you're hooked in. The door's gonna stay there. We use those like most of the time. We almost never swing the doors completely open. Lots of storage back here. This is like the garage. We bike, like I said, so we have lots of bike gear in here still, and we took some stuff out. This is pretty packed normally. So it's really nice. Let's see, for height, this is probably, I don't know, close to 2 feet, or 1.5 to 2 feet, which means about 60 centimeters, maybe a little bit less than that. Then we have camp chairs, which will come with the purchase. We won't bring those with us. Tent, which will come with the purchase as well. We won't bring that back. And these two storage bins, the gray ones, these are our clothing bins. So those will come with the van. Here in this box is the battery. It's 165 amp hour battery. It's really nice battery, actually. I looked it up, and it's like $1,000. I can send you pictures of it if you need. And then we have a this white box with the red underneath. That's a charge controller, I believe. This was done by the previous owner. So charge controller, and then this little screen allows you to see like the state of charge and all sorts of information that I don't really know what it all means, but it works really well. You got USB ports right there. They're both used. There's actually one back here as well in the back, which is pretty handy if you want to charge some stuff in the back while you drive. And then this switch that you see here is to switch on and off the refrigerator. So I think that's it for the back. We'll talk about the inside in a little bit. So rear view camera is right up here. Really required. A little bit of rust spot here. I actually moved this forward like 2 days ago, and as you can see, it's a bit dirty where it used to be. A little bit of rust there, but otherwise very little rust. Here we go. This side. Now you've seen all around. So keyhole, there's only one on this driver's side, no other door have them, and this is when you lock and unlock, that's how you control all the other doors. So you unlock and lock all the other doors from that one spot. Electric mirrors, lights, it's a standard 5-speed, so you got your clutch down there. It's in decent shape. Rear view screen. Let's see what else you got. You got a 12-volt port here, like cigarette lighter type thing, so you can charge your. We use it to charge. It's got a radio. What else? The radio, it works a little bit odd. You kind of need to put in the code every single time. And actually, I'll talk about something else first. So there, we have a dual battery system. Both batteries are underneath the seat. And then I don't know exactly how this works or why it works, but essentially it prevents you from ever being stranded. So you can switch batteries on whenever you want. So because of that, though, I believe it causes that when you take the key out of the ignition, the whole van, it's as if it gets disconnected from the battery. So this radio thinks that it's kind of in safe mode, stolen mode or something like that. So every time you turn the car back on, you have to enter the code, which I'll provide to the owner or to the new owners. We have that code, so you can use the radio. And then the other thing that's a bit finicky or quirky is these wipers. For some reason, there might be an electronic problem, but when you use them, they work fine. But then when you turn them off, sometimes you just don't want to turn off, and you have to play with them a little bit, and eventually they will. But it just takes a little bit of time sometimes. So I think that's about it. Lots of storage, actually. So you got storage on top like this, with actually there's a 12-volt port there too, on each side, plus your normal glove box. All right, well, we'll go back around. Oh, and the jack is right down there. If you get a flat, there is a spare tire underneath in the back. Apologies for the wind. So another little quirky thing about the van is this side door. The spring in the back doesn't work really well. So what happens that in order to open it is you pull like this, and it won't open until you just help it out a little bit by pulling out, and then it goes without a problem. Sorry for the noise. There's an airport not too far away. Okay, so this is the inside. Like I said earlier, fully insulated wood paneling. The insulation is wool, sheep wool. Works really well. Super nice and comfy in here. The refrigerator, sorry about all the stickers. I think we'll take those off before we sell them. So Waco refrigerator works super well, works just off the battery. And essentially we've never experienced the battery go below about 60%. But you know, we've been driving it in the summer only here. I'm sure if you were to drive it in the winter, maybe with a bit less sunshine, it would go a bit lower, but yeah, it works really well. We got an oven, yes, Pretty wild. Stovetop. Bin, which will come with it. Don't mind this tape here. It's just sometimes we put the bike in here and just to prevent the tire from marking the wall. It'll come with a bug net. So the bug net you install this magnet and you install on the outside here of the side door. We use that all the time, like probably almost every night. It is amazing. The sandflies here are crazy. Then we have here a toilet. You just pull it out. It's on rails and you pull it out and you can use it. We've never used it, but the previous owner has. I guess that's important to some people. They want to know if it's brand new or not. Live edge counter, super nice. Nicely finished too. We got the sink here. It's electric. Just flip this switch. Sorry, I didn't show it. Just flip this switch. This could be finished maybe a little bit better if you had access to tools. Unfortunately, I don't really. So then you just whoop, and you got water. Pretty amazing. Lots of storage on top of the cab area here. Sorry for the mess. These 4 white bins that'll come with it, with the van. Storage underneath here for your pots and pans. Right, lots of the cutlery and pots and pans will come with it. Then we have water, gray water and green, domestic water or clean water, and the whole plumbing system. So what you do to access that is you just flip these 2 levers and then you can pull this whole thing out and then you have access to the 2 tanks to fill and empty. LPG tank underneath. It's a 2 kilogram refrigerator. Oopsie daisy, things falling out. Quite a bit of space, and there is a freezer even. Super nice. And then what else can we talk about? Oh, I'll show you USB port here on the, this one is used quite a bit as well. USB port here, as well as USB port right in the back here, near the battery. So lights, ceiling. So we have a light here that we use quite often. Then this is a like a sunroof type thing. We use this all the time as well. You can shut it, lock it with this, and then you can use just a bug net when you have it open, or if you have it closed or open, you can use just this to shade completely and or just to keep it cool in here, or you can even go halfway if you want. Pretty neat, pretty nifty. Another one in the back here. This one has the fan, but unfortunately the fan isn't wired in properly, so it's actually not working. I'll try to troubleshoot that before we sell it, but I'm not sure I'll get around to it. And then some lights, both lights on each side, depending if which side you're leaning on that night. These are dimmable lights too, so pretty neat. Hooks, and then the bed, I guess, is the last thing. It's a foam bed. Really comfortable, actually. We really enjoy it. But one thing to keep in mind here, guys, is that you see how the orientation is sideways, which means if I'm 5'9" or 175 centimeters, if you're taller than that, I don't really recommend this camper van. It would be too tight unless you don't mind sleeping diagonally, or if you're used to, you know, bending your knees or something when you sleeping in a ball or something. But it'll be tight otherwise. So this camper is not necessarily meant for tall people, even though the ceiling is super tall. Like, I'm standing here 5'9" and I have 3 inches over my head, so it's pretty sweet. Sorry for the noise again. Comes with everything that you see here. So pillows, all the linens, and this duvet, and the duvet cover that we don't have right now, but yeah. So it comes with everything you need. If you have any questions, let us know. I think that's it for this video. Thanks for your interest. Bye bye.